What's going on, guys? I just wake up. Boom, boom, boom. Um, Let me tell you about like a quick little story. Actually, there's four stories where I almost died about four times. So, the first story I'm trying to remember. Right, the first story is where I almost drowned. So I went to the beach for the first time, and it was huge, it was lovely, it was fantastic, and I was having a great time. And I really love big waves. Me and my brother really loves big waves. So me and him always just running fast as hell to boom, get it, get it as hard as we can to fall over and do all that stuff. Cause that's the most fun part of having a entire um beach time is to just run at the waves and just crash. So yeah, we did that a bunch of times. Um, but I think I don't know one particular crash. I just boom. Oh my gosh. I couldn't get up. In fact, I was seeing a beautiful scenery. The fishes was flowing next to me. And then all I just smell is the breeze. New Kizzy, 2 plus 2 Iron Frenzy. And then I just started wondering like, yo, is this heaven? What's going on? Swear. Yo, after all that happened, I went blank. I n- I had nothing in my eyes or ears. I have zero knowledge. Zero. Hold on. Somebody was calling me. But anyways, yeah. My mind went blank. Everything went blank. I was seeing nothing. I opened my eyes. I closed them again. I opened them eyes. I closed them again. I was like saying, what? What is going on? And then I cough up some water, and then I really thought I was gonna die there. Swear to. Um, After that, think a couple of days, I never went to such thing, but I still went to the beach and do the same thing. All I need is a little rest time. So that is the first story. The second story where I almost died is me and my friends. I I rarely walk with my friends, so most of the times I just be getting picked up by my family to drop me inside the house or where they working at. So I'm mostly just with me and my brother going back in the work or back at home. So this one time I've obviously had to go with go with the bus and walk with my friends. We live in the village where we have to go down a hill and then go right back up to go down again. So, anyways, when we reach there, honestly, not even like um a minute of walking. We was having a grand old time laughing and stuff like that. So we went on the road And when I was laughing, the road had nobody on it. And I didn't know. I just started swinging left or right. Like, I was laughing and swinging left or right on the road. I think nothing of it. And all I heard was bang. I I hit something. What did I hit? What did I hit? Oh, the the rear windshield. I hit the mirror of a car. And when oh boy, yo, I just get scared every time I talk about this, man. uh, I think it was like an old couple or just two random strangers or whatever. And they tell me the importance of watching where you go in and be careful on the road, blah blah blah. And I said like, okay, alright, I understand. And I said like, you know what? Okay, no worries. As long as mother and father don't be asking any questions or question anything really, I should be fine. So we continue. They followed me. They followed us to the house, to my house, uh, to tell mother and father about what happened on the road. I just, I just think in my head like what? Why? Don't, don't tell me that, please. Don't tell me that, please. Uh, please, I wanna go home. Let me go home, man. Don't, don't, don't tell them. Just don't tell them. Make sure I walk home, but don't tell them. Yeah, they told them. I was so embarrassed, very embarrassed. I could. Nothing happened to me physically, but mentally, I said I died. Oh my gosh, that hurts. Mommy, mommy knew. He wasn't it. He was in some place I forgot. But oh my gosh, that honestly that scared me. And yes, I got the same advice what the people in the car told me. Be careful on the road. You might have gotten hit or even worse, gotten killed. Blah blah blah. You already know the same old yapathon about the thing. Now I don't remember if that was my last time on walking on the road with my friends, but it probably was. So yeah, that's the second story. The third story is, hold on, let me think about it because this is way long ago. I can't, I forgot about the fourth story, so I'm gonna just have the last story. So the third story is, it happened recently. the first and second one happened in primary school, or like 12 or 11 years old. But basically, I was very young at that age. Anyways, so the third story is recently, like 2026, like a few weeks ago. Um, I've did not change over the entire years. I was still the same old um guy, always being quiet. I always been quiet and staying to myself most of the times. But in some occasions, I most definitely will pop out and talk to my friends and whatnot. But mostly, I'm just a quiet person. Um, so I live like near a beach. One safer, not the other one. That one was way too far. But I live next to one that's just like 10 minutes away. But basically, I mostly be on it on my own for because I got this brother will help me on some occasions. Sometimes he wants to stay home and be on the PC, and sometimes he wants to be with me playing football. It's basically when I want to go, he will go. But on some occasions, he will stay to uh, do something on the PC. I don't know what. But, right. I went on the beach with just myself. He was staying home and I was by myself. I thought of I thought of so many things when I be by myself. So most of the times I'm just thinking, peace, war. I'm basically writing a movie in my brain every single time I go inside the beach. Because most of the time I'm an introvert, but I'm trying to disregard that. I'm trying to remove the introvertness alone. So most of the time I go there to talk to people and hang out. But at that moment, this day, I did not talk to anyone. There was not really much people, so I told I told myself like I'll just play football and do some football skills with myself, like juggling or rainbow flick and whatnot. So swear to you, I uh I told myself, can I run like 2 miles? Uh, Let me show you what I mean. There's these red flags. So pretend this microphone is a red flag. And this here is another red flag. So from it, yeah, I think this is the distance. From here to here is the red flags because of currents and if the sea is horrible, the current is strong enough, so they just put the red flags like these, spacing them out. And I saw like, okay, can I run 2 miles or three? Can I run three flicking mm, red flags. Can I run 3 red flags? There we go. Um, Now at the time I have a condition. Actually, I still have a condition. I don't know if it's a condition or it's a universal thing, but when my sides, yeah, my sides will hurt whenever I think drink and yeah, uh, walk around too much or just run around so much so that I basically is I can't do anything because of my sides is hurting really bad. And at that point, I had my sides hurting when I was walking to the beach. So I told myself, like, okay, I'm gonna conquer this. I'm gonna run 3 red flags. I would call it like 3 miles, basically. This long way, can I do it? No, it's still hurting like hell every single time. I started, failed. I give myself 3 chances. If 3 chances is up, then I go right back. So I was taking a toll of myself on making my body go through extensive work for this long side mission. And oh my gosh, here was straight up hell. After like I don't know, it must be been an hour. The side was hurting as hell, and I finally did. I wanted to do a video. I'm maybe gonna do a video on showing you what it looked like, kinda. But for now, just imagine, okay? Yeah, I don't know how long the minutes, hours pass. So I actually did it. I ran 3 flags that was all spaced out here to here, and my sides, basically my organs was killing me. It was hurting me. I felt like I was gonna die. Honestly, it was so brutal. I couldn't speak to anything or anyone. I was shaking. But I had to walk from the beach to the shed, cause the rain was falling down. But I don't want these things to get destroyed. So what I did was a simple wait. I gotta go on the shelter. I gotta go in the shelter to stay alive. To keep these things alive. That minute of walking was hell. I yo it hurts. It very hurt. It it was the worst experience ever out of my entire time of running. That was the most pain inducing thing I ever did. Uh, yeah. Technically, I did not almost die. More like I almost passed out. But I want to still calm this anyways. So, yeah, that's it. For three times the way I die. Sorry about the fourth one. It lost my mind. Peace.